So Rebecca, first week after European Championships, congrats on becoming champion. So let's talk a bit about your preparation for Europeans.
I think it went very, very good. And also we was on the training camp in Italy, 1.5 weeks maybe. I snatched also 100 in the trainings before, so I felt very good. So did all the work coach told me.
So when did preparation start, specifically for Europeans? Like you came home after World Championships, right?
Yeah.
Then it was
like small trainings in the start.
Yeah.
And I went for 1 week to the Riga, the capital city in Latvia, because I had problems with my knees and I need to like little bit rehabilitation. Maybe for 1 month I wasn't training like for snatch and clean and jerk very big weights, and I was like just some physics. And maybe like preparation for Europeans started in February. We started in the
So like 8 weeks, 2 months out?
Yeah.
Something like that, okay.
It's like for every competition.
Can you talk a bit about your best training lifts in this preparation? Like you said, snatch 100, no problem I guess.
Yeah.
Snatch from blocks?
From blocks, maximum was 95 I think.
Then jerk I saw 130?
Yeah.
With Mirko?
I was excited.
Yeah.
And that was like, that was very close to Europeans. And I was very happy about it.
Yeah.
So after that I thought that maybe I can soon try also the clean.
How much is your best clean?
It's the same in competition, 21.
21, okay.
Yeah, I didn't try it more.
Any update on squats at the moment?
No.
What was it?
I only work now more. If before I was doing like more attempts on, for example, first at 115 or 110 and 115, then now I go more like 120, 125, closer to my best, 130. Okay. So the percent is more. In the back squat, 35, 40, 45, so.
Yeah, and always like you do like doubles, right?
Yeah.
Or doubles or maybe triples?
Triples maximum maybe 30, maybe. 25, 30.
But yeah, I always see you do doubles most
Doubles,
of the time.
most of the time.
Yeah, what else? Eng snatch? No.
From me, now coach give us many times like we don't pick up barbell like here and after go down, but we stay, go up 1, 2, 3, and then we snatch.
Pause.
Yeah. Now we have this exercise a lot, but I don't like it because I can feel the position and don't do good like this. So, but 90 I think I can snatch, yeah.
With pause?
90 I can snatch like from everywhere. From here, knee, and
You sleep.
yeah. Coach come in at night, Rebecca, snatch.
Cool, so preparation went pretty good. How did you like Europeans?
Oh, I liked it. For like eating, okay, it wasn't very good, but it was better than in Worlds in America.
Yes.
Because it was terrible. Like sandwiches and the dinner. Like what
Exactly.
what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Weightlifters eat sandwiches and the dinner. Okay, maybe that's okay for me. I can deal with it, but for example, Lasha,
Yeah, what is luckily?
how can he eat only one sandwich or two or three? That's not even a food. That's some snack.
I mean, you came in pretty. Usually, you come a couple of days earlier, but here you just came 2 days early, right?
Yeah.
So 2 days early, little training.
I think because this is in Europe, don't have the time changes.
Yeah.
So that's why coach
Wasn't
didn't
necessary.
came earlier with
Yeah.
us. No need. In America, yeah, there is many hours difference than in Latvia, and we need to be prepared for this. But I felt very good in America also because we did trainings in Latvia 6 o'clock in the morning, and this was the same time in America when I'm competing. So I was very good prepared.
Oh, wow. When you said earlier in the car you did 4 trainings, how many trainings do you do a day?
When it was winter, we did 3 trainings because one in the morning, 8 o'clock, like warm up, but usually I did sometimes also squat because I have problems with squat. My legs are not so strong, so that's why we did more and more and more, so the legs become stronger and stronger. And then we had first training at 10 o'clock, more about snatch, many exercises about snatch and some push press, like that. And then evening for survey, 4 for survey. Yeah, and then we work more on the clean and jerk, squats.
And how many times per week is 3 trainings?
Per week. Oh, if we
Not every day, right? You have some.
we have from Monday to Saturday we have 3 trainings, and on Sunday we have 1. But like
Do you-
sometimes squat, sometimes not all the time,
Okay.
but sometimes, and like muscle snatch or deadlifts or bench press, push press, abs, back, and like nothing big. So yeah.
Do you have a complete rest day? Like, okay. Does you hear that? No rest for this girl. Always training.
Yeah, but now when it's summer coming and it's warmer on outside, we are going to do one training at 8 o'clock in the evening.
Like what? Like running or no?
Running with this. Remember we do?
Oh, with the bands?
Yeah, with the band.
Resistance.
We're
sprint.
like, yeah, coach is like holding us and we're running. But like we run, for example, we run, stop. Then we run again and stop. And like 4 times like this.
And that's in the evening or in the morning?
In the evening.
In the evening. Okay.
Sometimes in the morning, but most of the time in the evening. And we do jumping on the stairs. We have the stadium.
Ah, okay.
And there is the where people sit down in these chairs, like, and there is the stairs up, and we are jumping on them. I think there is 8 or 10 jumps. I jump for 3 steps, like 3 steps, I jump and like this,
Gotcha.
and 3-4 repetition. Oh no, repetition sets.
Sets.
Yeah. And after that we go to some place where you can do pull-ups, push-ups, so outside, right? And then we are done at 9 o'clock in the evening. No, 8:30. So yeah, that's my plan of the day.
Yeah.
Each day, every day.
But so far, when people say, oh, she trains so much, she competes so much, so far your body is holding up pretty well.
Yeah.
Except for this little thing before you
Yeah,
train.
but yeah, that wasn't a big deal.
Yeah,
and I'm
exactly.
happy that I can fix it
Yeah.
in the right time, so it didn't went worse. Yeah, of course, there is many times like, oh, my back hurts, maybe arm hurts, but not like a big some injuries. Of course, we need also rest, but how coach said, we are young now and we can like do so much training. For example, Arthurs don't do the training in the evening, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And sometimes also he do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday he do one morning exercises and first training and don't do second training.
Okay.
So because he's bigger and the recovery is going along for a longer time. The same Victor, when he was training, he some days trained, he only one training. And because he needed to rest more than others. When we will get older and for us it will be harder to do so much training, then maybe we also will have more rest. But I'm all the time asking coach, when I can train a little bit less than now because I'm tired.
And coach is like, nope.
No, not now. No.
Back to Europeans. Were you nervous before first attempt?
No, not much. I was nervous not for that I can do it, but for that I have to compete with myself. So I have to be very, very concentrated, and that's even harder sometimes to compete with the other athletes because for me. I don't know how it's for others, but like for the weight, 90 kilos, that's like, I don't have to be worried about nothing because I do 90 in every training.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem. Only the problem is, if you will go for this attempt, I can do it.
Yeah.
Then maybe I can have some mistake or something. But I was concentrated like for every competition and I was listening to my coach about technique, about everything. So that's why I think I did good.
Yeah. I think I know the answer, but in competition, does coach tell you beforehand what numbers you take for first, second, third attempt?
No. And maybe he knows in his head, but he don't tell us. And I don't even ask because we can't know the situation and everything what will happen in the competition because maybe there will be easy competition, maybe there will be very hard situation, I don't know, maybe the same many times the athlete who need to be first don't do some attempt, so that's very good for us and we can change something, some weight or something else.
So you come out with a clear mind, with a fresh mind. Just worry about the attempt and not the past attempts, not the future attempts, just
of course.
the one in the moment.
Because, of course, if I don't lift the weight, maybe I will think about it, but only for some seconds because after I need to think about the next, how to do it right and to make a good.
Yeah, what do you think about a lift before you do it? Do you visualize this a successful lift? Are you visualizing when you're done or?
Sometimes I don't think nothing.
Nothing, okay.
I even think after the competition what I was thinking about. But sometimes when I'm too nervous or when I feel that I feel different, like a little bit tired or so I have a pain somewhere, I think all the time like I can do it. I can lift that weight and sometimes if I go the weight that I lifted before, then I think, how can I don't lift it? Because I lifted some time ago and of course I can lift it. And maybe these thoughts helped me, so I don't know.
I'm talking about misses. I rarely see you miss. I don't know when the last time you missed the lift. I don't know. Maybe it was in one Bundesliga?
Last time it was Europeans, last year.
Oh, the last snatch with the...
Yeah.
Okay.
What I saw after the competition, it was that the side where I went like this, the discs were moving. And maybe I finished here and I need to go there. But if I would have to go into this, maybe I would see it. But I didn't saw it, and I saw it only after the video. So maybe if we would tell it to judges, maybe we could have some extra attempt. But maybe then I couldn't do 118. Maybe then I didn't have left any power for the cleaning jack.
Yeah, and 118 was pretty cool.
I was shocked about myself because. I was shocked about myself because I had the best like 110 or 111.
Yeah.
And I did 118 and I was like, yeah.
That was insane. I was so pumped. That was like,
awesome.
yeah, it was one of my favorite moments last year. Definitely, I was so pumped. Remember when I came back and I was like,
yeah.
high five.
And Mirko also came and yeah, very good, very good.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, if I look back to the last year's Europeans, I was fighting for the second and first place. We were fighting like, and this year it was like
You just
that's funny. But if I think I don't like if I can go and just lift and I'm the winner, because that's not interesting. Of course, I'm happy I won my champion title and this,
but you like
I
to
would,
compete, right?
Yeah, I would feel more better and more like champion if I would really compete for this title.
Yeah.
So I just came and lifted and like, okay, I'm champion, thank you.
Okay.
That's more interesting, yeah, I like it better.
Back to the misses in training. Do you miss ever? I've never seen you miss in training.
Oh yeah.
Really?
It happens.
But not often, like in the last. Let's talk about the last preparation. Like, how many times did you miss? Did you miss?
Never. I never missed. I miss very, 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 very rare. Maybe if I go to some attempt for a new record, new personal best, maybe I can miss because it's new weight.
Yeah.
But for the last year, I think we haven't did so many like personal bests. So not big weights. More than 100 snatch I didn't do, and more than before the Worlds I did the 101 snatch from boxes.
From boxes, okay.
Yeah. But in clean and jerk, I did first time in the training 118. So and not more. So, but yeah, I didn't miss it then. So.
And same for clean jerk. You did not miss a clean jerk.
Only what I missed very, very much times it's muscle snatch. Because I don't know, I don't feel good at this exercise and I don't like it very much, and most of the time I do 60, and when I need to go 60, even 61 I can go, and sometimes I stuck here and then go down. But like if we talk only about snatch and clean and jerk,
Yeah. And I think that's really where coach programming comes in. Like he knows what weights are good for you for the moment, and it just works.
Yeah. One time I remember, maybe it was last year, maybe in one of the training camps in Italy, I went to like one attempt 85. 90, and I don't remember, it was 90 or 95? No, I think 90. And I was like snatching and maybe 4 attempts, and it wasn't good. I couldn't do this. I don't know why, what happened. Maybe I wasn't warm up well, and I was like, I went to this weight and I'm like, please do it. And no, the coach was very angry, and I'm telling him, coach, but not every day and not every time I feel very good.
Yeah.
You need to do it. And then we went back to 85, and again to 90, and then I snatched it. And after, Coach told me to from knee, and I snatched also from knee 90, and I was like, what? Why? Because I don't know why, but sometimes not of course much, but I don't know what sometimes happened, but I just can't do it.
You're human, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
Rebecca Koa is human?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Nice to know that. Yeah, but many times, many people tell me that I'm some robot.
Yeah, machine.
Also miracle each time. Of course, you're a robot, you can do this competition very good. But for me, it's very difficult. And I'm telling like, no, I'm also human and I have many thoughts and I'm stressful and like, it's also difficult for me. Only maybe I don't show it. But inside, I'm also very nervous and oh, it will be good and I'm thinking all the good thoughts and like, others maybe show it and like, that's really bad. And I'm not that kind of people. I don't like to show much the stress. I like to keep it inside me and don't tell anyone that maybe, oh, I will do this and this in the competition and I will lift that weight because that's not good.
Okay, I think we covered a lot. Thanks for taking the time. Do you want to thank maybe your sponsors or?
Of course.
First of all,
Chicken.
Chicken.
That's my favorite. They're helping me, and that's why I put thank you the Instagram match time and so yeah. And also what else? Nike. Yeah, they're giving me clothes, but also German weightlifting shop. Yeah, they give me shoes.
Oh, by the way, shoes. Did you notice? Does it make a difference for your lifting, or like going from the Adidas?
It makes a difference, but like for this Adidas, what I had, the newest, and when I changed to Romaleos, there was a big difference. But sometimes, when you have, for example, smaller this heel, and after you go for higher, you need to feel it, and like you can't change the shoes 1 week before competition. You have to do it earlier to be ready.
Yeah, and I saw on yours. Does it have your name on it?
No, I signed them.
Oh, it's sweet.
But because also I was training now at the Europeans and very much people have at the red Nikes and I was like, maybe sometime I will take the other shoes for example. And that's why I thought maybe I also sell. But also not only for that. Just the others see my autograph. Oh, that's funny.
Thanks for a little interview. Thanks for a little interview. Okay. Follow Rebecca Koa on Instagram right here at Rebecca Koa and